Hello, and thank you for joining me for today's video. My name is Tracy Held. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne in Australia. Today I'm playing with products from the new 21 to 22 annual catalogue. I'm using the Colour and Contour stamp set. This is a beautiful stamp set and the sentiments here are really useful. I'm also using the bark embossing folder. I'm sure you're going to see that a lot. Old favorites, which I could not do without, my stitched rectangles dies. And I'm going to be using the new in colors. So for the card that I'm going to make today, I'm going to use polished pink. This one was done in pale papaya. Let's get creating. What I did, and I've already done this, is I cut my smaller stitched rectangles die out from the middle of my first layer of the grey cardstock, and I've then gone and put it through the bark embossing folder. The two rectangles that I used were going from the largest, this is the third, and then the fourth largest ones. And I've cut a piece of my polished pink out of my larger rectangle. So when putting my card together, that's going to sit over there, and because I then have my card base in the middle or behind it, nobody's actually going to know or see that there's a hole cut out of the cardstock. On this card, I used the Thank You for Everything sentiment from the Colour and Contour stamp set. I need some birthday cards, so for the one that I'm making now, I'm going to use a happy birthday sentiment, and then this card will get posted out almost as soon as it's made. I'm going to stamp my happy birthday, and then I'm going to take my flower, and of course using my Versamark ink, we're stamping our images. And throw my white embossing powder over. Just want a bit more powder on that happy birthday. There we go, that looks better, and we'll just get rid of those extra little bits. I've got a piece of cardboard that I'm just putting down here because otherwise the heat is going to melt the laminate on my mat. So bear with me, a little bit of noise, and we will heat set this embossing powder. It's good. I'm going to stick my frame. Oops. Before we do that, we need to put on some ribbon. Now, this is the in color ribbon. This ribbon is beautiful in all the colors. It is amazing. So what I do is put a little bit of sticky tape to hold the end of the ribbon. And I'm wrapping it around so that the edge of my ribbon is along the edge of where that frame is cut out. Right, now that we've got my ribbon attached, I can stick the frame down. Next, I'm going to stick my rectangle over the hole in my frame, so we're hiding that. Nobody will ever know it was there. And the heat embossed piece with our pretty flower on it goes over the top. Last touch that we need on the front of the card is a little bow. I would usually use a glue dot here, but I've just run out of them, so I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of my stamp and seal, and that will hold my bow, so it makes it sort of look like the bow's tying off the end of the ribbon over there. So that's the outside of our card. Then for the inside of my card, I'm going to take some of my polished pink ink and stamp my flower onto the inside. We can stick that in. And there's our card done. Now, of course, once I started, I had to try all the other ink colors. So that's the fresh freesia, that's the soft succulent, and then for the evening evergreen, the dark grey just didn't work with that, so I've used the evening evergreen with Sahara sand. Those are our 5 cards in the 5 new ink colors. Which one is your favorite? I'm having a hard time deciding. This year I think I love all of these ink colors. I hope you've liked this video and you're going to give this card a try. The stamp set, you're going to find that you're using a lot if you get it. If you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time for the next one. Bye.